Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Drawing Chaos, and 1.1 is on its way. And we've been getting a little bit of a teaser trailer on what's going on, and I want to take a look at it. Not to mention, I want to kind of put my 2 cents in on what I think is coming up in 1.1. So the original video was a State of Dev Community What's Next video, and after 10 minutes we got into this. And it was basically showing us what is going on in terms of like a little kind of teaser. And in this original one, and I have it playing at half speed, we see right there are the little junctions right here. I heard that there's a Y junction and a T junction. Kind of hoping there's a cross junction too. Okay, because I think, you know, kind of having it going together would also be nice. And then we get this little notice right here where... All right, come on, whip it out. I forgot where it was in the video. Aw, look at all this junk and crud. Hey, we can finally dismantle stuff. So that's interesting. So we have a little bit of cosmetics, and then we have an upgrade to the dismantle gun. Now, here's the thing that I want to point out. I guarantee there's going to be no little extra spectacles being added into there. Because I'm thinking that they're not going to put in, what's it called? Oh God, they're not going to put any new items in there. And the reason I believe that is because 1.1 had the full story and what everything that you can make. So everything that they're putting in here, I think we're going to be using that with the, whatever materials we have going forward. But yeah, this was showing us that we could delete this, and then if you see the sky there, that was from the Christmas stuff, and it was a pretty good sky. I like it. I hope they keep it. And then there was one more thing towards the end where we do the big bada boom, right? Okay, nothing extra in the wheel. Wait, was there anything extra in the wheel? Come on, double check. Yeah, this is pretty much everything that was still in there, so no emotes. Though in the next one, they will be saying photo mode, so... You know, if a light turned on, that'd have been hilarious. Alright. 3, 2, 1, boom! So yes, the last thing it was showing case here was that you could blow up all the wonderful stuff. Which you were not able to do before. I hope this indicates that we can actually blow up other things that weren't originally being able to blow up before. Now we have the 1.1 trailer. And as we can see right here, these right here, these pillars look totally different. They look like wider on the bottom. Other than that, there is something right here that could just be one of the junctions on there. Oh, this music is weird like that. Now, is this the T junction or is this the Y junction? But I definitely get the approach what we're going for here is if you can actually just kind of go through and just kind of like, now you get to pick your destination. All right, anything special? Okay, so, okay, it's got the arrows. Wait, did they make like a little cannon here or you can just jump in? I can't tell if there's one going this way or not. It's a little too blurry. But, oh, we get a better look. So it's concrete. Okay. I mean, technically you could make that now if you grab some beams and kind of put them in like a diagonal mode. But, oh, maybe. Okay. So this is the paint app. All right, so let's see. How big is this? Okay. All right, Control Z, there we go. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. So what if it's going to be like this and it goes out? No, wait, this is going to go more down and then out and then down and out, kind of like this. And then this side does the same like that. And then we find out that there's like a middle part here that kind of comes over like this, and maybe there's like a strut in between, and this part is where the ground is. So this part's in the ground, so we only see the top part, but it really goes further out. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Because it does look like it's in the ground a little bit, so that would be nice to find out that that's like that. Because we can see down here, okay. I can see beams, 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 all right. These look different, so these are a different kind of beams. They have rivets on them. Yeah, this is a rivet beam. You can tell that it's a beam and not a, what is it, pillar? Because I don't think they have mini pillars. But it's the size of a beam, yeah. Alright. Oh. Let's go back for a second. This right here. So this is a rounded beam. Like a cylinder beam right here. Because as you can see, the size of a pillar versus the size of a beam. Oh, that is gonna look sick. Now, I wish some of these beams could be bigger, but the fact that they're like that too is kind of awesome. Okay, here we go. That means there's another beam, so that's like 3 right there. Here's another one, that's 4. All right, this would be the 2.1. 1.1. Go. And then this is hard to see because it's blurry, but is this the beam that we were looking at before? Here's another one. Okay. This looks bigger than this. So is this a pillar or beam? That is a good question. Because here's the big pillar. So the small pillar would be kind of right here. This has got to be a beam. It's got to be another beam. Ooh, that's bright over there. I wonder what that is. Will it come into focus? Okay, so this looks like it's flat on top. Wait, go back a little bit. It purposely keeps this out of focus. But this looks like a half foundation, kind of. But it looks like it's rounded, because if you look at this right here, it's kind of rounded and everything. That is interesting. All right, all these signs can be made. This is that. These look like lights. These look like pillars. Maybe something here in the top. It's... You know what this looks like? Maybe if I go back, and we'll go get that out of the way. See this thing that's on there? There's one like this that's for the beam. So this right here looks like one, but made of like concrete or painted like gray. I wonder if it's like an attachment for a wall that you can place so it doesn't look out of whack or anything like that. And then, of course, we got the nice garage door. It actually looks really good. I like this one. Oh, well, let's go back a second. Oh, did you see that over here on the left? What the hell is this thing? It's not the side of that. Hold on, let me see if I can... Alright, we're gonna go playback speed, and we're gonna go as slow as we can. And that didn't help for anything. This is the best shot that we can get for it. Damn, what the hell is that? Here's glass, and it's like there's something here. Because if you look over here, here's the workbench, and then here's the other workbench on the other side. So it's not the workbench. And then I'm going to put it back to half speed. So yeah, this is not the workbench. This is something else. And then we have... I don't know what these are, if they're actually going to be in the game. Like... Is this its own separate thing, or is this a bunch of different things put together? So, all right, hear me out. So let's say this is a shelving unit and you can kind of place things on there, kind of showcase them or whatnot. What if these are actually beams and these are beam connectors? That would also be cool and also a thing. But then you got the ones that are going sideways. So what if this whole structure, so here to here to here, down here, here and over, like this real rectangle, and you could build these and then you could probably build stuff on top of them. That would also be really cool. And then let's see, we see, I think this is plastic, batteries, fuel, concrete. Is this there's a truck in the background. Everything's looking, oh my God. Let's just turn these down just a little bit more. Okay. So now we got the different poses that we can do. And this is like, that was basically like photo mode, where instead of like you're doing an emote, you're gonna do like strike a pose. Okay, and then we got a nuclear power plant. This looks like an inner one, so instead of having it out, you can have it inward, so that would be cool if that's right. These are the fences. That looks cool. We need more smoke. Oh, this is the perfect one to stop at. Oh, see? Oh, and their walls too. Wait, do we have those in there already? Maybe we have those in already and I just don't ever use them. That could be possible, but this photo mode is looking sick. Because this looks like a, what's the one? Superhero page. Whoa, hold on, that last one. Oh, you could see what they built up there, going around the spiral in there. Oh, that's sick. Okay, different angle of it. Ooh, this one. See, this would be great because then when you're a content creator, you can take pictures like this and you can kind of make a blueprint thing out of it really easily. Okay, so this is the thing we saw in the background. Different drone ports, windows, whatever these are over there. And then, yeah, these are the new smokestacks and then metal roof. Nothing too fancy or out of place. Although it's crazy that they built their own meme factory. I mean, nuclear power plant. All right, here's a good one. So it looks like it's off on the side, so you still have 4 outputs. So, oh, that's interesting. So you can bring it in one way, and then it goes up, and these ones can go up and out. So blue is out. So this is a merger, and they probably have a splitter one too. Do they have a splitter one that goes up? Yeah, here's a splitter one that goes up and down. And then you can see right here, right over here on the left, you have a counter for all the different belts. So that's cool. This is going to be the biggest one in terms of like being compact, is being able to have this like this, and it's going to be so freaking sweet. That's such a good idea. Just have it go straight up into it. Or does it hit the back? It needs to go straight up through the bottom. That would be awesome. Okay, anything? All right, the red lights are for that. Oh, here's a better look at the nice rounded pillars. Or sorry, rounded beams. These are, I like these. These are my favorite. Oh, look at this. So, okay, so looking at this, it does look like it's a shelf that you could stick on the side of the wall. But if we looked back over here, it's these shelves. So it showed us earlier, and now it's shown it again in a different use, which is using them for like wall putting these on walls. That is a good idea. I like that. Also, I like these lights having them out here like that. That's pretty cool. This is the elevator everybody was talking about. That is so okay. I'm not a big fan of the elevator because I could just, you know, fly up there with the jetpack. Okay, so now we have rounded wires, and then we have rounded belts. This one's kind of interesting to have rounded belts. I'm wondering how fun that's going to be, because you could do so many different things with it. But here's the elevator that goes down and everything like that. And then it's just bringing coal down here, or probably compacted coal depending on what they're making. And then we're going to dab because this is, you know, 2005. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did we get a better look at it? What is this? Is this a new doorway, or this is the elevator? You put power right there and then it builds it. Oh my God, that makes perfect sense. But that does that mean you have a specific height? Ooh, that is interesting. That is so much coming in so far. Oh yeah, that's right. Everything is in photo mode. And the reason why this is important is because if you look in previous shots, so like this right here, how it's kind of just lazily going by, that, oh, which means there's going to be like a fly or dolly function or whatnot. So you can actually take videos of just flying through. I wonder if it clips through or if you have like a small drone that kind of does it. That would be so interesting. But now for the fun part. Now to try to predict what else isn't shown in this. Okay? So usually when they do updates and everything like that, they give you a teaser of the little bits, the little parts and whatnot. And then they kind of bring it up to the big stuff. So if the biggest thing of this one is going to be photo mode, okay, that's the biggest shot, is going to show off the photos. So like the different kind of aspects and whatnot that you could do. So that's really cool. That is amazing. But what I'm thinking is going to be the biggest thing is they're showing us all these different beams, which makes me think that they're building out a bunch of new foundations / walls. I think this is going to be another cosmetic one similar to update 5. All right, let's see. Okay, so update 4. Okay, so Northern Forest was the redone for update 5. Map changes they went to. No, and then they started showing a little bit of cosmetic stuff. And then they played anime. And then they did this. And then this one right here was them showing like, oh, look, you get pillars. And then they start coming over and it's like, oh, look, you got walls and you got, you know, different things and whatnot. Look at all this cosmetic stuff. Look at all this cosmetic stuff. Look at this beam, Mr. Bean. Look at beams. So this is what the vibe that I get from all that stuff is showing me this and then leading into all the bigger stuff. And if we look into it, what was the other thing was they were showcasing all the little stuff and then they were showcasing like the smart clipping. And then let's see, there was pathing, collision signals. That was 5. Then like the new update stuff like that, the system changes. Do they have update 5 things you missed? Which one was the actual 5 trailer? Ah, here it is. Update 5 trailer. So this was the end trailer at season 5. Okay. This was the first cosmetic build that they were doing. And this is why I feel like this is what they're going to lead up to. They're going to showcase a bunch of different things that we can build. All cosmetics. None of them you really need, but a lot of them make a lot of like big impact. Because like there was different build modes and whatnot, which we're going to have for pipes, which we're going to have for belts, different items that they added. This is what changed the game. The game was looking so similar in everybody's build, but when update 5 came out, everything was brand new. Everything looks different. Everybody's style started to pop. And if we get another thing like that, oh my God, I feel like that is really going to be amazing for 1.1. I love this trailer, by the way. This is really good. Oh, yeah. No, doggo, no. What's wrong, buddy? Oh, saved at the last moment. But not for long. Whee. I wonder how they did that in post. So yes, 1.1, I think, will do something similar to this. That is my prediction. Go ahead and clip it because I'll delete the video. No, yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it comes out soon. Probably like May if I had to guess. I mean, if they don't like that, they could, you know, tell us when it's coming out. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Peace.